skies blue. It will last forever until the end of time. Oh, sweet, sweet satisfaction. This is more than a physical attraction, girl. You are the one for me. You are the only friend I know. Forever will go. Gotta let my feelings show. I will never leave your side. Oh, hearts and soul collide. Yeah. I'm talking about this music. Oh no, I can't refuse it. Sweet, sweet music. Oh yes. Sweet, sweet music. When the road is caught up yonder, and you're sitting by yourself and wonder where your friends and your family gone. Just hold the faith you have to carry on. Remember John was on the isle of Patmos. David saw the giant with a stone, but the bad of us. Live on, yeah. Live on, yeah. Times are tough. One thing sure is loving that we're getting is a real and hardcore. Playing this music and give me some more. Some more. Yeah. You are the one for me. You are the only friend I know. Forever will go. Gotta let my feelings show. I will never leave your side. Oh, hearts and soul collide. Yeah. I'm talking about this music. Oh no, I can't refuse it. Sweet, sweet music. Oh yeah. Sweet, sweet music. Sweet, 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 sweet music. Sweet, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. To the music, sweet. Oh, oh, I won't tell you no lie, tell you no lie. You are the one for me. You are the only friend I know. Forever will go. Gotta let my feelings show. 'Cause I will never leave your side. Oh, hearts and soul collide. Yeah. I'm talking about this music. Oh no, I can't refuse it.
All right. Most of 2020, we have been playing a lot of old performances here on Smile Jamaica and our band Rewind, my people, and that was Public Report. It's good to watch them back. 2020 gives us an opportunity to rewind and come again. We do miss the live bands on set, but let's see what 2021 will have in store for us. Now, my people, it's an inspirational show this morning. So we move to our next segment, from protecting and serving to being called to the bar. Earlier this week, that was the fate for 3 police officers, Detective Sergeants Keneal Henry, Dwayne Jonas, and Detective Constable Joy Carter. Joining us this morning are 2 of the detectives, Detective Sergeant and Attorney at Law Keneal Henry and Detective Constable Attorney at Law Joy Carter. Welcome to you both. How are you?
Good morning, Empress. We're doing fine.
Joy, let me hear you. Good morning.
Morning. Fabulous.
Excellent. And you're looking amazing. Congratulations to you both and your colleague as well. Let's start. I think I'm going to start with you, Joy, my mom's name, my mom's namesake. Growing up, why did you want to be a police officer?
Well, I grew up in state care, and a lot of what I endured whilst being in state care caused me to believe that a young girl of my age, being vulnerable, should not have to endure some of the things I endured at the time. And so I felt at the time that it would have been good to have someone to advocate on my behalf. So that was that at that point. Then joining the police force, the scope was broadened when, and this is based on my different experience working Kingston Western, working in the courts, and even my experience as a forensic crime scene investigator. So whilst being state care, through the Kiwanis Club of New Kingston, I met my mentor, now guardian, Joan Marie Powell, who I shared this dream. I told her this dream, the idea of wanting to become an advocate, and she supported me and assisted me in making this dream a reality.
Wow, congratulations. And an amazing picture there, exemplifying greatness for all of our young girls watching right now. So, where does this take you now? Are you still a police officer, or are you going to go full time into law?
Well, I'm caught in a situation where I'm now doing two things that I love, being a police and being an attorney. And so I'm working with a wonderful team of police personnel at the Major Investigation Division, which is headed by SP Paul Thomas and DSP Webster Francis. And based on what it is I do there, it has caused me to want to be a part of this impact. This is a team of police personnel who are making better the approach to criminal investigation, which is evidenced by the increased cooperation of the public and just the level of professionalism that we see today. And this change, there is now a new standard, and I want to be, and I am a part of this change. So this is the message we are spreading to JCF, and not just JCF, but just Jamaica on a whole, which is just better in brand JCF.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And we know that JCF has had a negative, well, let's say it's people have this negative view of the JCF. So I'm so glad that you are there to change that. And I shouldn't have said going into law. You've been in law. I meant practicing as a lawyer. But thank you for sharing that with us, Joy. Keneal, good morning.
Good morning, Empress, and good morning to your viewers and listeners.
Hey, I'm going to ask you the same question. Growing up, did you say you wanted to be a police officer? Why did you join the force?
I mean, growing up, I never thought of becoming a police officer. I want to become an architect. However, life turned and I went into the police force. And from there, going to court, in the courtroom, observing the judges, the attorneys, the clerk of court, Crown Counsel, I developed that drive and that motivation to become an attorney. And that was it for me. That's what caused me to become an attorney, and I pursued that dream.
Wow. So, Detective Sergeant, are you still practicing in both worlds, or are you going
But
full time as an attorney at law?
Well, I do both because I'm still with the JCF and I also engage in legal work for the JCF. I work at the Criminal Investigations Branch headquarters, and we supervise and oversee investigations island-wide from a strategic level. So that is where I am both serving in the capacity of an investigator, still serving the JCF, which I will continue to do, and do exercise my expertise as an attorney as well.
Excellent. Keneal, it's a rough world out there. I need you to help me here. Give some advice to our young men out there who are committing the crimes, the perpetrators. What would you say to them right now as a fellow Jamaican, seeing all the sides, being a Jamaican citizen, a detective sergeant, and now an attorney at law? What advice can you give our young men who are perpetrators of crime and young women?
I mean, at the end of the day, it is what you want. You must leave a legacy. Your life is worth more than just crime and involving criminal activities. And what do you want to contribute to the nation positively? How would you become a role model for other youngsters within your space? I mean, crime has eat away and etched away a lot of our benefits as a people, as Jamaica, as a country and a whole. And we have this negative connotation worldwide as Jamaicans. And we have to be building an image through sports, culture, music. So I want young people out there to understand that there are avenues, there are different options. There are very good options for you. You may not become an attorney or a doctor, but you can become a business person. You can become an entrepreneur. You can become a philanthropist. There are other things for you out there to do. And this is my story, and this is something that you can use to motivate you. Because I grew up poor, as a lot of us in Jamaica are. So I just want them to engage themselves in a very good and a way that, people can say that, yes, I want to be like you. Set the tone, set the standard for others to observe and for others to admire.
Thank you so much. Otherwise, they're going to have to face you in court. All right. And to our 16 years in the force as a constable, forensic crime scene investigator, Joy, from state care to the police force to Norman Manley Law School, call to the bar, what advice would you give to young children in state care about coming out at 17, 18? Where can they go and how do they do it?
Well, me being here now is the reality that from nothing can come something. You owe it to yourself what it is that you make of yourself. So there are going to be hurdles in life, and no one should be held bound by their situation. You can change your situation. So just do it. That's my policy. Just do it. When it is that you involve doubt, then that's when everything goes downhill. Surround yourself by the right people, with the right people. Just keep going at what you go. There will be hurdles, there'll be a lot of obstacles, there'll be naysayers, but just keep your head focused on what you want and try to make the best of your situation.
Thank you so much, Joy Carter. Thank you, Keneal Henry. You have really brought inspiration to our television, to our homes, and to all viewing on onespotmedia.com this morning. Again, on behalf of your colleagues, we want to say congratulations, and we wish you all the best. Hopefully, I'll never have to see you in the courtroom. Oh, boy. But, you know, my co-host, I'll call you about him later. He may need a lawyer. Detective Sergeant and Attorney at Law Keneal Henry, and Detective Constable Attorney at Law Joy Carter. All right, my people, vamos a Mexico is up next. Mi amigos, we head to Mexico, and here how Jamaican chef, may I try to talk Spanish and English. How Jamaican chef Theresa Barrett is sharing our culture through food. Neville has that interview. I'm gonna go relax and have some more coffee with some calm.